Do you know what's the biggest problem that every Muslim is facing nowadays? And bro, this actually might shock you, because you're gonna be like, this Muslims never have this issue, but the issue that most Muslims are facing nowadays is shirk. Bro, wallah al-azim, shirk. Every Muslim nowadays is facing shirk. Why? Here's why. I'll tell you why. So, bro, La ilaha illallah, do you know what that means? You guys nowadays, like even me, we're not going and then we're prostrating to an idol, or we're prostrating to an image, or we're worshipping different things and all that stuff. But that's not what shirk is, just so you know. You realize the true you is just this pure awareness. Because think of it, right? Your body is just like an animal, right? It's literally an animal. Like you have things like needs that your body wants. Like for example, you're hungry, you need like sexual desires, you think and all that stuff. But the true you is the awareness. The true you is the soul, which means this attention that you have within you is the most important thing that you have within you as a soul. I mean, think about it right now. Wherever I can put my attention to, my attention comes. Like if I want to concentrate on certain things, like right now, you can just literally sit down and try to concentrate on anything. So for example, I'm in the car, I can close my eyes and then concentrate on my house, for example. What's happening in my house right now? Or for example, I can concentrate on like my business. What's happening to my business right now? Or I can put all this concentration and move my hands in it. So this concentration is the most valuable thing you have. Now, which means, by the way, wherever you put your concentration a lot is wherever you're creating your life in. So if I do this right now, I'm creating life right now. I'm creating this movement because I'm putting my concentration on this movement right now. Now, if I put my concentration somewhere else, that means I'm creating life there. Creating. I don't mean like you're creating. That's not the shirk. But what I mean is that all of you guys are putting your attention on the wrong thing. You're not constantly putting your attention on Allah. You are supposed to be constantly putting your attention only on Allah. Only, that's it. So if you have a problem right now, let's just say like your wife, right? Or whoever, your spouse left you. And now the entire time you're putting your attention on the fact that they left you. So you're so sad about that. The entire time you're just so sad about that. You in that moment, I don't care what everybody else says, but you in that moment, you're committing shirk because you're putting too much attention on something other than Allah. Remember, La ilaha illallah. There's nothing that's worthy of my attention except Allah. Only Allah, nothing else. Allah is all that exists. So then why are you putting your attention on something else other than Allah? In that moment, you're basically creating a false idol. Because remember, all these things that you're putting your attention on, like the problems, they're all false. They don't exist. It's just made up things in the mind. And this is the beauty, bro. I'm looking at my face and I just realized every teenager nowadays, all they're worried about is, oh, looks maxing. How does my face look like and blah, blah, blah. I have a pimple, bro. My skin is so bad. And then they start worrying so much about that. Yeah, sure, fix your face. Obviously, bro, fix your face. But why are you putting too much attention on that? Why are you spending so much time on the mirror just looking at that? And even, I work out, but even for you guys that work out, why are you spending so much time worrying about how you look? Worry about it, but don't obsess about it. Don't put all your attention on it. The beauty, bro, the beauty is that when you actually put your attention only on Allah, you'll notice that everything else on your life automatically gets fixed up. Why is that? Because Allah is the only truth. One of Allah's names is Al-Haq, is the only truth. There's no other truth except Allah, the Creator. So when you're putting your attention on false things, and then when you go back and you put your attention on Allah, when the truth comes, falsehood immediately goes away. It perishes. Falsehood is darkness. So Allah is the light. Allah, one of His names is An-Nur. When the light comes, darkness goes away. Automatically. You don't even have to be doing anything. It's just like an automatic process. So what I noticed is that even me, I mean, I'm not saying it's just you guys, by the way. You guys are not just the problem. Even me at times, I get like an issue in my life, and then immediately I just worry about it. I'm like, no, this issue is so bad. I'm just gonna, like, I spend the entire time worrying about it. And in that moment, you actually did shirk, bro. Understand that. What's beautiful is that as soon as you fix it, Allah is so merciful to the point that as soon as you bring back your attention on Allah, the problems immediately, they all get fixed up automatically by themselves. Understand that your mind creates problems just by itself. You're dramatic, bro. You're actually very dramatic. Whoever you are, bro, sister, whoever you are, you're very dramatic. Anything that happens to your life, immediately you're just like, I mean, even me, I'm like, oh no, this is so big, this is such an issue. And then you obsess over the issue and the issue becomes big. Just know that there's not a single issue that's big. All of it is big because you made it big in your mind. Now, when you take away the importance of the issue and you put your attention back on Allah, the issue gets fixed up. Because it was always fixed anyway. It was always small anyway. And I don't care what the issue is. It doesn't matter what it is. If you go to jail and you think that's an issue, no. Put your attention back on Allah, not the bars, not the thing. And you'll notice that it gets fixed up. If you have a disease, put your attention back on Allah. And automatically it's just going to be fixed up. Do it for long enough, it's going to be fixed up. If you have debts and stuff, put your attention back on Allah. And automatically it's just going to be fixed up. There's people nowadays that talk about the law of attraction. And they're like, write your goals down, do this and do that. Do all these extra things. And then you'll attract the things that you want. What I'm saying is that the things that you want are already here. You're just creating problems out of nowhere. Put your attention back on Allah. And then anything that you want is just going to come to you easily too. Because you're not the one that's doing it, by the way. It's Allah that's doing it. Allah that's doing it. Don't be using your mind and coloring things with emotions and all these things. Because remember, bro, like everything in reality is just neutral. Everything is just neutral. Like this car that I have right now, or actually, you know what, bro? Yesterday I was driving yesterday, and then there was an accident that I just saw in like the mirror. I'm like, oh wow, just an accident that happened. Most people, when they experience such things, immediately they're just like, oh no, my car is destroyed, I'm so sad, I'm so stressed, I'm so anxious, I'm so depressed, and blah blah blah, all these things. But if you actually look at it for what it truly is, it's just metal and metal hit each other, and that's it. That's all it is. I mean, if they didn't die, but even if they actually did die, like whoever, like I'm not saying they should, even if they did die, why are you coloring things with emotions? Who told you that the thing that happened was not the best thing that happened? This is the best thing that happened, just so you know. So when you guys are coming and then you're coloring things with emotions, like things happen and immediately it's colored with emotions like stress, anxiety, depression, all the, or even like happiness, all these things, you're coloring it, which means you're putting too much attention on it. These things don't deserve that much attention. The only being that deserves the attention is Allah. Allah is the only being that deserves the attention. Everything else does not deserve attention. And that's why we say La ilaha illallah. Understand that back in the day when this message was coming across, like the message of La ilaha illallah, the reason why people rejected it is because it was too hard for them to take their attention away from whatever idol that they place. Like your business right now could be the idol, just so you know. Like if you believe that you can't live without the money that you have or the business that you have, you're putting attention on something else other than Allah. This is not only for the problems, by the way. If you believe that you can't live without your husband or wife or mother or father, you're putting too much attention on this being. And even they don't deserve this much attention, by the way. Only Allah deserves this much attention. So when I'm saying that every Muslim nowadays, and by the way, even non-Muslims obviously, but every Muslim nowadays, they're all doing shirk because this is exactly what they're doing. They're just like, I can't live without my job. Where am I going to be getting my money from? Who gave you the job in the first place? Who gave you the rizq in the first place? Even me. Sometimes I'm like, I can't live without my business or like my YouTube channel. Then I think, I'm like, Habibi, who gave me this business? Who gave me my YouTube channel? Who gave me all these things? It's Allah. Allah is the one that gave you all these things. And Allah, by the way, this is why we say your rizq is a test. Because when rizq comes, like the money comes or the wealth comes, and then you start thinking, I can't live without this. If you keep thinking, I can't live without this, you fail the test. Bro, you failed the test. And then as a result, Allah is going to take it away. If you got married just recently, or like you have a spouse or whoever, even not recently, and then you're like, I can't live without my spouse. First of all, you're doing dhulm on your spouse because you're putting too much attention on them that they can't handle it as a human. Secondly, now you've done shirk because You're associating partners with Allah. You really are. Prove to me how you're not associating partners with Allah. You're putting too much value and importance and attention on something other than Allah. How are you not going to get destroyed now? Like, come on, man. Like, Allah even talked about the nations of the past, right? Like Qawm Ad and Thamud. Allah mentioned these for a reason, bro. Just so you know. Like, when Allah is saying that Qawm Ad was so strong, and Allah was telling them, like, sent them a messenger, telling them that just do istighfar, and Allah's going to add more strength onto your strength. But they were thinking like, bro, we're already too strong. We're too strong. And they started associating partners with Allah. They weren't like bowing down to certain things. That's not what they were doing, just so you know. These people were not bowing down to like different idols and all that stuff. They believed that their strength is like their God. They believed that without the strength, obviously, we're nothing. But like, they put too much importance and attention on value, on the strength, but the true value is Allah. And that's the whole message. Go back to Allah. Just go back to the Creator, Habibi. And Muhammad ﷺ, he came to basically finalize this entire message. Just go back to Allah. And the beautiful thing about it is that Muhammad ﷺ, he lived a life where he had no will of his own. The only will that existed in Muhammad ﷺ's life is Allah, and that's it. Because he was putting all his attention on Allah, and that's it. So if you guys believe, I can't live my life without sleep, I can't live my life without money, I can't live my life without muscle, I can't live my life without food, all these things, this message came to make you realize that you're putting your attention on the wrong things. Whenever you have a thought, I can't live my life without such and such, understand that in that point you're doing shirk. Go back to Allah. Go back to Allah. Make Allah your primary focus every single moment. And what I mean by that is that think that Allah is watching you every single moment. And then when you live in this state, having no thought, only Allah in your mind and heart, then that's it. Bro, you realize like this is the greatest hack to reality itself? This is the greatest hack to reality itself. You have problems? Don't think of problems. Think of only of Allah. Problems get fixed. You want money? Okay, that's the intention. I want money, but only think of Allah. Money comes. That's all it is, bro. Why is that? Because Allah, like, look at his 99 names. Allah is everything you want. Why do you want the money in the first place? Because you want power. Allah is the powerful. Why do you want a spouse in the first place? You want love. Allah is love. Like, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. That's why when you stop the shirk, when you stop doing the shirk, everything gets fixed up automatically, because now you're back to the true reality. How is it not going to get fixed up? This is so beautiful, bro. But I hope this was helpful. By the way, in the description there's a whole video about 3 ignored Quranic secrets. If you just apply them to your life, they're from the Quran, apply them to your life, and just see how much rizq Allah puts in your life. Because again, you put your attention back on Allah, the rizq comes. Why is that? Because Allah is Ar-Razzaq. Allah is the one that gives the rizq. Allah is, by the way, one of his names is Al-Ghani, or like Dhul Fadl, which means that not only does Allah give rizq, Allah gives rizq to the point that you become independent, like you don't need anything else, and Allah gives rizq to the point that you have more than just what you need. Dhul Fadl. Dhul Fadl just means that I don't just have one house, I have more than a house, more than I need, and that's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's not bad, it's something good. So I hope this was helpful. If it was, Habibi, just let me know.